Huh. Only 150 calories, huh? Not bad. Not bad. Hey, anyways, speaking of 150, we're going to give it 150% on this video because I totally left you guys in the blank for the past couple months and haven't posted anything, and that's on me. What's up, guys? My name is Kyle, aka Razzles126, and welcome back to another video on my channel. This video is going to be my updated controller settings after playing for about probably upwards of 500 hours on MX bikes, and I feel like I've gotten a good grasp of it, and I've definitely changed just a little bit, not too much, but things that have helped me get faster. Now, a lot of people said in the comments, oh, don't have smoothing on and stuff. Well, let me explain. Now, whenever we get into the game and I start showing you the different settings that I have, it'll be super easy for you to understand why I had the smoothing on before, because I was getting comments saying, oh, don't do this. But those were people that have already played Sim and other PC games, whereas I didn't. And this was my first simulator game, you know? So we're going to get into it and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So just stick around, enjoy, and hopefully these settings help you get faster. All right, guys, so before we get started, I want to talk about Area 51 Motorsports Park. Now, this track is so sick, and I highly recommend it. It is made by Spuds30. He is a member of State Line HRC Honda, a teammate of mine and a really good friend, and he absolutely killed it on a free ride section like this, a main track, and a side little Supercross Arena Cross track for you to try. It's called Night Cross. Now, as I said, it was brought to you by State Line. We have came out with 2 tracks as a team so far. There's our rig, looking rad, and we're doing everything possible to just make the community better. Now, this track is in kind of close to Buffalo, so it has like the Canadian American like rivalry thing going on, and it will test you. It's got ruts, it's got bumps, it's got everything that will test you, all while being a really fun track that you guys could get around with your friends and absolutely shred. There's so much to do here. Quads, scrub jumps, everything. Downhills that look like this, that look like Pro Nationals. It's absolutely sick, and I highly recommend it. So as I do this little pan out, zoom out right here, you can see the 2 tracks and the free ride in the background. Make sure you download this track, Area 51 MX by Spuds30. You will not be disappointed. Now back to the video. With that being said, we're here. We just loaded in. We're on Steel City, the track that I made. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Steel City 2012. It is a track that was on the AMA National Circuit, and the last year was in 2012. It was the final round of the Lucas Oil AMA Pro Motocross Championship for a long time, and I went there every single year as well as High Point, and I miss that track dearly. That's why I made it in this game. Shout out to Hatter again for pushing somebody in State Line to make this damn track. And for our first track, it was pretty sick. So we're right here. We just loaded in the game. We're going to click on settings. Boom. Coming right up on the input stage. And if you have my settings from my first video, they look a little different, right? Now, the dead zone, that's all up to your controller. That's up to you. I would always just put a little bit of dead zone on it just to have that little buffer, so that way if like your thumb's riding on it or something like that, you're not having false input. False input being when you say you're just riding in a straight line and like you just, I don't know, you just squeeze the controller a little bit and you accidentally turn. That little bit of a turn could put you into a line you don't want to go to, and you will crash because it is a simulator, and I quote, simulator game. So that's the first thing. Dead zone 9, linearity 103. I think that's what it was in the last video, and we still have smoothing checked. Now, this is where it changes up. Everybody in the last video was like, oh my god, Razzles, don't have smoothing so high because it ruins you. Listen, dude, it was for the dudes who never played the simulator games, and this one right here is for the guys who have now played it but still aren't super crazy hardcore sim dudes, you know what I mean? So smoothing, the press is on 10. Now what that is going to do is that whenever you are riding, it is not going to instantly just input your gain right away. So you're still gonna have a little bit of like a, a little bit of a moment in time where it's not gonna lean over right away and you're not just gonna die in every corner. Release, same thing, only whenever you release, so how long it takes for your input to stop activating, I guess. Lower that to 5%. Gain, jump it up a little bit to 96 is where I have it now. I know Spuds runs it over a little bit. I think it's like 100, 103-ish or whatever like that for him, but hey, everybody's different. So just go ahead and take a screenshot of this or pause this video right here and put that on, and then direct lean I still said between that like 40 and 50 range is perfect. I jumped mine up to 44 just to get a little bit more, just a little bit more like stand up out of the corner, because the higher it is, remember from the first video, the higher this direct lean is, the quicker your rider stands back up. The lower it is, the slower. So in my first video, I explained, whereas if you turn it all the way down, you will flop over. And I will give you an example of that right now. So let me go into game. I'll drop it to, let's do 2%, right? So I'll go ahead and turn my controller on for you guys. 1 second, I apologize. So we're at 2 direct lean. Now I'll give you an example of that right now. So we go into game, right? And I start to lean over. See how it's staying leaned over and I'm not inputting? Look at my stick, no input. So it keeps turning, so a little bit of input, keeps turning. Maybe if I get on throttle, it might stand up. So like there's a little bit more, a little bit of input, and it just keeps staying leaned over like that. That is what 0 is. Now, we go into settings and we put it to 96%, almost all the way up. I mean, you can go all the way up if you want. Watch how fast it stands up. Look at my stick on the bottom left. Instant up, instant up, instant up, instant up. So that's why I say that dudes who have not played simulator games need to put this kind of more towards the middle. 50 is not bad. I know a lot of people run 50. I believe Hatter said he runs 50, but I found that 44 for me, and maybe even 42 still, I think is what's the same it was in the other video, works really well. And it kind of like you lean it in, then it stands it up whenever you get on the throttle type thing, you know? And it works really, really good for scrubbing and all that. As you can see, I'm doing a little bit of stick slapping because I still think that it kind of stands up a little quick. Like you can almost drop it back down to 42, but I found out that the stick slapping actually works sometimes because it's super easy to get front end tucks when you are just holding the analog stick in. Now I will hold the analog stick in sometimes, but if I'm just doing like precise little movements and stuff, I'll leave it. So but yeah, so those are my controller settings right now. And if you're wondering about button layout, I do not run combined brakes. I run my rear brake on my A. As you can see, every single time I go over a jump, not every single time, but a lot of jumps, I will smack that A button real quick, and it will pitch you down like so. And then my right analog stick, click in. Sorry, I haven't played for at least a couple days now, so I'm a little rusty, but right analog stick is the stand and sit like normal. Left stick is the bike turning, bike lean, I guess, and then right stick is all rider. I know some people bind it to 1, but I'm gonna say that it's kind of similar to the Milestone games for me. That's why I like to keep it as such. So I'll just run a couple laps here. You are literally seeing me warming up right now. So this is the first time I got on. I probably could have pre-recorded some stuff for you, but I wanted to keep it raw. It had been a couple, probably 3 days since I've played, 2 days since I've played. So, not super fast right now, but we'll make something happen here. As you can see, I can kind of give you a little bit of a tip on riding too in this, especially on this track, is a lot of standing and sitting is happening on this track. As you can see right here, if you look at how many times I clicked in my right analog stick right there, and if you didn't, go back and watch that again. So off camera right there, you're gonna go nice and easy, scrub over that inside roller, hammer down, analog stick, sit into the corner, wrap around this roller, preload up over, double down, stay standing right here so you can get to this roller, sit down on it to be able to scrub down and make your way to the next corner. A lot of standing and sitting going on, but hey, I mean, it's literally how you go faster in this game, guys. I also haven't played this track in a really long time because when you build a track, you play it so much testing it that once it came out, I played it a bunch with some people, cutting the track a little bit, that now it's just, it's kind of not boring to me, but it's just so drawn out. It's like going to your local track and just riding it all the time. Like you go there and it's almost like that like home track advantage thing, you know? as you tuck the front end, you know, because that's what people do at their home track. You kind of just get to that point where you don't even want to go there anymore because you just want something new. You want something exciting, you know. So Linz posted a video. I think it was the Masters, the Euro Masters race on here, and he had some good things to say about the track. He said a lot of people, you know, were hating on it in Discord or something, and me and him, well, I had a quick little like chat on YouTube with him that had something to say about, or I had something to say about how I think it's because of not really many people knowing what Steel City actually is or was to like the AMA Nationals, because, you know, in 2012 was the last time it was around, and I mean, let's be honest, that was a long time ago considering the age group that is playing this game now. A lot of them probably didn't even know about that, and if they did, they didn't know that this track was just filled with off cambers. So you had to be patient on this track. I've wrecked right here, hit that bump on the inside that you saw, separated my shoulder at a regional, and there goes that Loretta's chance that year. But in the end, I guess long story short, this track is one that'll bite you, and with these settings, it might not bite you as bad. So go ahead and try these settings out, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and please make sure you like this video and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 right now. I will continue to post some more now. I'm starting to come up with some ideas. It was a long, crazy summer, and I should have been more active on here, and that's my fault. But hey, we're here now. We're making this video and hopefully making you faster, as I am not looking faster. Okay, guys, so there is my like intermediate to like advanced controller settings on the lean side of things. Now I could go through and do my throttle, brake, and all that other jazz, but I might save that for another video because I wanted to showcase that, because the other parts, the throttle and brake and stuff, is way more like user dependent, I guess. There is a threshold where I would suggest, but I don't know. I think it's just up to you guys. So, but with that being said, I hope that these more intermediate lean controls work good for you, because they're working for me right now, and I've been kind of moving pretty good on the game. So we'll keep it rolling with that. And if you guys have any feedback for me, or if you guys want to let me know how it worked for you guys, please drop a comment below, and also hit that like button that's like right, I think it's down there. Yeah, wait. Yeah, it's down there somewhere. Hit that thing, and then don't forget to subscribe. It's literally costs you nothing. It's free. And I know for a fact that if you subscribe, it will benefit you by being able to get notified when I post a video. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for sticking it through if you made it this far, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, dudes.